Okay. Good day. So today we are going to start with a very important part of marketing management, which is collecting information and understanding the environment around the business. And, actually, if you think about it, marketing is not just about creating advertisements or convincing people to buy. Before a company can even decide what to sell, who to sell to, and how to sell it, kailangan muna nilang magkaroon ng information, no? Kasi imagine ninyo, gagawa kayo ng product based on what you think people want. Pero hindi naman pala iyon ang gusto ng customers. So obviously, malaking problema yun. That is why marketers need information. Not just information for sake of having data, but information that can actually help them make better decisions. And remember the definition of marketing, right? It's to satisfy the needs and wants of the customers. But again, how will you satisfy the needs and wants if you lack information, if you do not know about the customers? So we have to gather information first before um we can produce the solution to their pain points. No, so let's move on to the next slide. So there you go. So before we go into the actual discussion, so let's look first at what you should be able to do after this topic. So first, you should be able to explain the Marketing Information System or MIS and understand its components. Then second, we will have the marketing intelligence. Basically, paano tayo nakakakuha ng information about what is happening outside the company. And third, will distinguish between a fad, a trend, and a mega trend. So this is very important because hindi lahat ng popular ngayon ay necessarily something that will last. Then, we'll discuss the different forces of the macro environment, particularly the pestle and forecasting. But this will be for our, the analyzing the macro environment. This will be for our next discussion. Okay? Next. So, yeah, collecting information and forecasting demand. Okay, so let's start with topic 1. So at first glance, parang dalawang magkaibang bagay siya, right? So we collect information. It means we are gathering data, we kukuha tayo ng data, and then forecasting. Huhulaan natin kung ano yung mangyayari. So hindi lang siya basta-basta hula, okay? Of course, this is a calculated or a calculated guess or ano nang tawag doon sa ano, oh my God, I forgot. So it's calculated guess. What I mean is you base your forecast on the data provided. Okay, just like the weather, right? Hindi naman basta hula-hula lang na magkakaroon ng bagyo in the next couple of days. Hindi. Si Pagasa, 'di ba, ang ginagawa niya ay tinitignan yung mga previous data and then dun sila nagko-compute and then dun nila mafo-forecast na merong tropical depression, papasok siya sa PAR in the next 3 days, no? So that's an example, okay, of forecasting. Oh, an educated guess. What I mean, educated guess, like a hypothesis. But yep, it should be based on your data gathered. Okay, so they are connected. No, you cannot have a good forecast or you cannot make a good forecast if your information is poor. So before a company can say, okay, ito ang expected demand natin next month, well, kailangan muna nilang magkaroon ng reliable information about customers, sales, competitors, and the market. So in short, good decisions start with good information. So why information matters? So bakit nga ba? Because the environment moves faster than the plan, yun yung reason bakit information matters. Imagine niyo gumawa ng gumawa yung company ng 5-year marketing plan, very detailed, may budget, may target market, may product strategy. Pero after 1 year, nagbago ang customer behavior. So, what or would that company say, ay 5-year plan ito, susundin pa rin ba natin to? Siyempre hindi na, 'di ba? Kasi markets are constantly changing. So monitoring also has to be continuous. So let's take a look at the examples in there. So for example, see Campbell Soup. So they noticed that canned soup sales were declining as millennials started choosing fresher food. So researchers actually observed these consumers, how they shop and how they cook. And they discovered something interesting. They like bold flavors, but they didn't necessarily know how to cook those flavors from scratch. So Campbell responded, with Go, a ready-to-eat premium priced product that was also sold through online and social channels. So notice this process, no? They didn't just say sales are falling. Let's advertise more. Hindi. They ask, why are sales failing or falling? What are customers doing differently? And that is the value of information. We also have the Philippine example here. Universal Robina adjusted snack flavors and packaging, including smaller tingy packs based on observing how Filipino actually shop in sari-sari stores and palengkes. And obviously, very Filipino experience ito. Diba? Hindi naman lahat ng consumer sa atin bibili ng pagkalaki-laking packaging. Diba? Sometimes, mas practical ang small pack because people buy according to their available budget at that moment. So again, information about actual customer behavior can lead to better marketing decisions. Now we move on to the marketing information system. Okay? Or MIS. So when we hear the word system, don't think na computer system lang siya. Okay? So the MIS refers to the people, equipment, and procedures that gather, sort, analyze, evaluate, and distribute timely and accurate information to marketing decision makers. So basically, it's like a decision engine, ba? And there are 3 major sources of information that feed the system. So first, we have the internal records. So these are information that already exists inside the company. For example, yung orders, sales, prices, cost, inventory, and so on. Second, we have the marketing intelligence. So this is information about what is happening in the outside environment. So for example, what are competitors doing? What are customers saying? What new developments are happening? And third, we have marketing research. And this is more formal and specific. Usually, you conduct research because you want an answer to a particular question. So remember the distinction, okay? Internal records, what is happening inside. Marketing intelligence, what is happening outside. And then marketing research, ito na yung formal study designed to answer a specific question. So in the Philippine example, okay, we have Globe One and BDO mobile banking generate tons of internal records because every load, payment, transfer, and transaction creates data. Now, marketers can use those data to understand customer behavior and eventually create more personalized offers. Okay. Next one is inside the company, internal records. Okay, so let's look deeper into internal records. So this is basically your results data. One source is the order to payment cycle. You have orders coming in and then invoices, shipments, payments, and so on. The faster and more accurate this process is, the better the company can serve its customers. Then we have sales information system. So these provide timely information about current sales. So the slide gives Walmart as an example nung meron where sales data can be refreshed very frequently, hourly daw. Oh. Then we have databases, warehousing, and data mining. So companies can have huge amount of customer data, but here's the important part. Having a lot of data does not automatically mean you have useful information. you still have to analyze it and look for patterns. And here's something very important from the slide. Be careful when interpreting data. No? Michael Dell warned about, false demand signals. So for example, imagine my overstock car color and dealership. So a salesperson tries to get rid of that inventory and suddenly maraming sales of that particular color. So if you only look at the sales number, you might conclude, wow, customers suddenly love this color. But that's not necessarily true. Kasi ginawa lang naman ni sales rep yung trabaho niya, 'di ba? Maybe the sales happened because the company was simply trying to clear inventory. So marketers have to ask not only what does the data say, but also why does the data look like this? So hindi lang siya pagbabasa, kundi you need to interpret, you need to conclude bakit kaya ganun yung data. And again, very relatable ang Philippine example. So SM Advantage Card and Shopee purchase history can reveal what people buy and how frequently they buy it. And that information can then help companies time promotions around actual buying behavior. Okay? Next one would be marketing intelligence, happenings, data. So now let's move outside the company. So if internal records tell us about results, marketing intelligence tell us about happenings. And there are several everyday sources of marketing intelligence. So first would be the sales force. So salespeople interact directly with customers so they can notice changes in preferences, complaints, competitor activities, and other developments. Next one would be intermediaries. So, distributors and retailers are also very close to the customer. So, they can provide valuable information. Okay. So, next one would be, ulitin ko na lang intermediaries. Okay. So, distributors and retailers are also very close, no, to the customer. Kaya, pwede silang magbigay ng valuable information. And then, external specialists, such as mystery shoppers. So a mystery shopper basically acts like an ordinary customer and evaluates the service experience. May mga ganon, mystery shopper, pwede na lang i-hire ang isang mystery shopper para mag-evaluate mismo kung anong nangyayari dun sa shop na iyon. Or mismong yung mystery shopper ay supervisor din pala. Ganon eh. Anyway, okay, so moving on, we have networking. So trade shows, competitor reports, supplier conversations, and other professional connections. We also have customer panels where companies ask selected customers for feedback. Okay. Next, we have government data. For example, population statistics and economic data can help companies understand markets. Companies can also purchase data from research firms. Yep. And of course, we cannot forget the internet. Internet. Okay, reviews, blogs, complaints, forums, Facebook, TikTok, social media, these can all reveal what customers are saying. But there is one very important reminder here, which is yung ethics. You need to gather intelligence legally. Hindi porket gusto nating malaman ang ginagawa ng competitor, okay na ang lahat ng paraan. Hindi pa pwedeng ganon. For example, pretending to be someone else just to obtain confidential information or taking confidential documents that cross the line into espionage. Okay? So, yes. Okay? Marketers need to be observant and fast, but they also need to be ethical. Okay, moving on. We have intelligence, Philippine style. So let's make the more concrete using, make more concrete using Philippine examples. So we have the mystery shopping. For example, Jollibee can conduct internal quality checks to evaluate customer service and branch performance. Next one is what? Government data. So, the Philippine Statistics Authority provides information on population, income, prices, and other statistics. So, imagine you're planning to open a business, you wouldn't just say, feeling ko maraming bibili dito. So, you can actually look at population data, income levels, and other available information to help estimate whether there is a market. And actually, when I am conducting a feasibility study, of course, I don't have access to other to internal records. So I use government data. No, I can get the demand from the population. Okay. Third is online listening. So, and this one very interesting because Filipinos are very active online. You can look at Facebook selling groups, Shopee or Lazada reviews, comments, complaints, and discussions. Sometimes you can already learn a lot about customer sentiment without conducting a formal research study. For example, if hundreds of customers are repeatedly complaining about the same product issue, that's already a signal. So as marketers, we should learn to listen to the market. Sometimes the information is already there, we just have to know where to look. And forecasting and demand measurement. Now, we go to forecasting and demand measurement. And the big idea here is everyone runs on your number. Meaning, the marketing forecast doesn't affect marketing alone. Once you estimate how much demand there will be, different departments will use that number. Finance needs the forecast, to plan funding and cash requirements. Manufacturing uses it to decide how much to produce. Purchasing uses it to determine how much supplies to order. Human resources can use it to anticipate how many people may need to be hired. So imagine if your forecast is completely wrong, if you overestimate the demand, you might produce too much, order too many materials, and end up with excess inventory. If you underestimate demand naman, you might not have enough products to meet customer demand. That's why forecasting matters, okay? But there's another important point here. You need to define your market carefully. A forecast is an estimate of demand. So you have to be clear about what market you're measuring. For example, kung isang tricycle or habal-habal association ay nag-forecast based only on one barangay, they might think the market is small. But if they look at the entire municipality, they may discover a much larger commuting market. So sometimes the problem isn't that the opportunity is small. Maybe your definition of the market is too narrow. And that's something marketers really need to watch out for. That is why very important yung scope ng study, no? If it's too narrow, parang minimal lang ang impact din nun pagdating sa research din. Okay? So, to make, a significant demand bigger, siguro lawakan mo rin yung scope na yun. But again, it depends on your capacity as well. Okay? Next. Okay. So this will be your yep. Your sorry, nawala. This will be your activity. I will be just posting it. So that's for topic 1 of midterms. Actually topic 1 and 2 na ito. No, just topic 1. Marketing information system. Okay? And I'll be posting the activity sa Google Classroom. Again, if you have any questions, paki-comment na lang po sa Google Classroom. Okay? So, stay safe and stay dry.